All right, y'all, got some more major breaking news here for you. The bovine boy himself, Greg Bovino, the commander at large of Customs and Border Protection, who's been basically marauding through Minnesota and assaulting people and having his agents kill people, he was just fired by Trump, or demoted by Trump, I guess you could say. So, Bovino removed from his role as Border Patrol commander at large. The Atlantic reported that. Apparently, you also have Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski, who, by the way, that you know they had an affair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like, of course, yeah, obviously.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski, they had an affair. But anyway, they apparently are on thin ice also, and they're at risk of losing their jobs, which is kind of a big deal because Lewandowski in particular has been with Trump literally since like 2015. He's been with him for a really long time. And Kristi Noem, of course, is just, a massive Trump kiss ass and suck up. But there you have it. So Greg Bovino is out. Now, what this means is Trump knows, he recognizes, he realizes, hey, man, this is not going well in terms of like the country's reaction to our basic invasion and occupation of Minneapolis and the murders that are now occurring on a regular basis. Trump knows, like, this is kind of hurting us, isn't it? But I will say, though, because a lot of people are going to talk about how, like, oh, look, Trump is, like, more reasonable than a lot of the psychopaths that are around him. Guys, it was on January 13th, not that long ago, that Trump posted, "Fear not, great people of Minnesota. The day of reckoning and retribution is coming." The day of reckoning and retribution is coming. So, Trump calls for a day of reckoning and retribution. You have multiple murders in Minneapolis, and ICE Gestapo thugs are marauding and crusading through the state and just violating law, basically on a crime spree. And the guy who was leading the charge, Greg Bovino, he goes, wait, no. When I said reckoning and retribution, not like that. I didn't mean it like that. Well, what the fuck? You put the pit bull in and said do pit bull things. Then he did pit bull things, and you're like, ugh, can you believe this guy did pit bull things? So, in other words, his hands are not fucking clean. They're not clean. It's still like he's still the guy to blame. He's just desperately trying to save his ass now because I'm sure what he's realized is, like, oh shit, these poll numbers for ICE are so catastrophic. Trump is now 20 points underwater when it comes to the issue of immigration in Rasmussen, which is a conservative polling outlet. So, like, the Titanic is sinking super fast. I don't think he knows what to do. So he's just, like, looking for fall guys, right? And guess what? He's going to send in Tom Homan to Minnesota, which is like, okay, you replaced 100% Hitler with 99% Hitler. Congratulations. All of this is rearranging the deck chairs on the floor of the Titanic. The bottom line is ICE has got to go ski, and Democrats need to learn that. They need to fucking defund it completely. This is the Gestapo. There's no reforming it whatsoever. But clearly now they're struggling, and they're realizing, like, oh shit, it might be a too big to rig election for the other side if we keep going like this. So it's always weird when he oscillates back and forth between, like, I'm just going to be an extreme fascist in every way, shape, and form. Like, he'll do that one day, and then, like, the next week he has a moment of realization where he's like, oh, wait, did I just ruin my and my party's ability to ever win anything ever again? Like, I guess I got to reel that in a little bit. It's very strange. It's very bizarre. It's almost like he goes through, like his brain doesn't function for extended periods. Then every now and then he has moments of lucidity where it's like, oh, wait a second. This is actually going horribly. But Bovino is the fall guy. And then, I don't know, we'll see. Getting rid of Kristi Noem would be a big deal. Corey Lewandowski, that'd be a big deal. We'll see if he'll go that far. But I'm telling you, replacing 100% Hitler with 99% Hitler is not going to make much of a fucking difference, bro. It's not going to make much of a difference. But at the very least, the protests are working. The pressure is working. They know they're super fucking unpopular. And he decided Bovine Boy is going to be the fall guy.